Hey friends, last time we talked about God giving instructions to Moses about special gifts the people could bring to the special tent known as the tabernacle. We learned about the whole burnt offering, the grain offering, and the peace offering. Now, God keeps giving instructions about more amazing gifts and offerings. It's like when a grown-up gives a super important recipe to a chef. In Leviticus Chapter 7, we learn about the guilt offering. Remember, this is the special gift you bring when you've done something wrong or accidentally taken something that wasn't yours, and you want to make it right with God and the person you've wronged. God has specific rules for this offering. He says, "This is the law of the guilt offering. It is most holy." The priests would do a special ceremony with the small animal brought as the offering. The most important part is that only the priests could eat a small part of the offering after it was prepared. This part was their special food from God, showing they were set apart to serve Him. Any leftover grain offering, whether it was baked or just grain, also belonged to all the priests. They would share it equally. It was a way for God to provide for them as they served. Now, let's go back to the peace offering. This is my favorite because it's all about being friends with God and celebrating. It's also called the sacrifice of peace offerings. Sometimes you bring it to say thank you to God. When you do that, you also bring special bread with it, like unleavened cakes mixed with oil, unleavened wafers spread with oil, and cakes made of fine flour. You take one of each kind of bread and give it as a special gift to God, and the rest is for the feast. Sometimes you bring it because you made a special promise to God, or just because you love Him so much. Here's the fun part with the peace offering. The people got to share a meal. It was like a big holy picnic, but there were rules about when they had to eat it. For instance, if they brought it to say thank you, they had to eat it all up that same day. No saving any for the morning. If they brought it for a promise, or just because they love God, they could eat the leftovers on the second day. But anything left on the third day had to be burned up. It had to be burned quickly, because it reminded everyone that this special time with God was now, and you couldn't put it off. God also gave a special rule about the fat of the animals. All the fat, like the fat on the insides, was to be prepared specially as God's portion, and the priests got to special pieces of the animal, the breast and the right thigh. The priest would wave the breast in a special way before God, and the thigh was lifted up as a gift to God. God said, "This shall be a statute forever throughout your generations." He set aside a portion of the offerings for the priests, so they would always have food and know that their service to God was important. So, chapter 7 is all about sharing with God to say thank you, making things right, and then sharing with the priests and your friends, so everyone can be fed and celebrate God as goodness. Isn't that wonderful? Make sure to subscribe to the channel and join us next time for more Bible adventure fun. God bless.